So I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like crazy windy outside. Like crazy windy. Toto and I are not in Kansas anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to talk about Sailor Moon Crystal again today. Because last time I talked about Sailor Moon Crystal, we only had one episode. Or maybe even not an episode. But I don't know. So now we're at basically the end of the Dark Kingdom arc. That was the last episode that aired as of me filming this. So I wanted to kind of talk about it again. And open the floor to responses here on YouTube and on Tumblr for you guys to tell me what you think of Sailor Moon Crystal, what you like, what you don't like. All I ask is that you keep it civil and you don't attack. You know, like, you can voice negative things without being mean. I want people who like it and people who don't like it to be able to debate it without it getting angry and getting heated. It's a discussion here. It's not people just bringing each other down, because that's like the opposite of Sailor Moon, bringing each other down, you know? So let's try to be humans about this. There are definitely some positive things in Sailor Moon Crystal still. I still like the color palettes. I still like that sort of like pastel-y cutesiness of it. And I think all the like scenery, the backgrounds are really pretty. They usually do a really good job with those, especially when like Usagi and Makoto and Amy were at the bench and Usagi had the ketchup all over her face, and that whole scene, I really thought that the background there was really pretty, and I really do like the scenery a lot. And the ruins of the Moon Kingdom, hello, gorgeous. Also the Silver Crystal, they do a really, really crazy job animating that every time. I always see it and I'm like, where is this animation coming from when nothing else really looks that good? I really also like the music in Sailor Moon Crystal. I think it's definitely different because it's not as like cutesy and 90s as the 90s Moon was, but it's really intense and it's really epic, and I really hope that they have a score or something that I could buy, because I don't know, I think it's fun. What I don't like about Sailor Moon Crystal is obviously the animation is wonky at best. Honestly, even people who are loving the show or whatever, you can't deny that it looks really silly sometimes. And I know that you can say whatever you want to say about time restraints and about budget, but there are still some mistakes that I think aren't even, excusable with that. If I think about the entirety of Ray's episode when she premiered, I was so excited because it's Ray, it's Sailor Mars, I love her, and it was just her eyes were like never in the right place. Her arms were just, it was just not good. Honestly, it was not good. I was really disappointed with that one. But the positive there, though, is that it looks like they're fixing up a lot of these mistakes for the Blu-ray. I've seen countless amounts of posts comparing what aired and the Blu-ray. So the hope is that people who are able to afford the crazy prices for the Blu-ray will get the Sailor Moon Crystal that we should have all got to begin with. Other than the animation, the issues with Sailor Moon Crystal, I think, for a lot of people, are what's rooted in the manga. I think a lot of people who have issues with Sailor Moon Crystal, is what I'm trying to say, maybe didn't read the manga and don't realize that they have these issues with the manga too, Everyone's worried about it being the Usagi show and the girls not really having personalities or stories of their own and everybody being focused around Usagi, but the manga was kind of like that for a really long time. It was very much so Sailor Moon, it's about Sailor Moon. It's not about all of them. We were a little bit too used to the 90s anime and having whole episodes of filler, but it was stuff that was dedicated to building the characters other than just Usagi. Another one I see people complain about a lot is Mamoru always swooping in and saving Usagi. It's supposed to be about Usagi saving herself, but that does kind of happen in the manga a lot too. And even still, Usagi's the one with the main power. She's the one that protects everyone. If Mamoru catches her when she trips and falls a couple times, then, I don't see what the problem is there, but that's just me. The only other thing that I can really think of at the moment that I see people not like about Sailor Moon Crystal, and I do have to agree with this, is that if it's going to be a straight-up manga adaptation, why do they change some of the things that happen in the manga? And the one that bugs me the most, spoilers, is the fact that they took Killing Beryl away from Minako and gave it to Usagi. The Inners already have so little character building in the manga and in Sailor Moon Crystal that Killing Beryl herself kind of really solidified Minako as the leader of the Inner Senshi and the sort of like powerful badass lady that she's supposed to be, because she did it herself, after or right before Usagi does herself in. I don't remember which order that goes in, but taking it away from Minako, I think, was a really, really ginormous injustice, and I wish that didn't happen that way. So there's a couple of changes that I've definitely noticed it makes that I wish it didn't make, and maybe some changes that it doesn't make that I wish it did make. What I'm trying to say here is that we knew to begin with that Sailor Moon Crystal was going to be basically an anime adaptation of the manga. So as soon as I heard that, to be honest, I knew that I probably wasn't going to be super sold on Sailor Moon Crystal because it wasn't sold in the manga. I even have a whole video where I talk about how much I kind of didn't like the manga. But, so, I was aware of that. And the positive thing is that even though, you know, I might not look back in 20 years and talk about how much I love Sailor Moon Crystal, we have so many other versions of Sailor Moon, too, you know? So, if you don't enjoy this one version, you still have the musicals. You still have the old anime. You still have PGSM. So, you're allowed to not like one of them. It's just unfortunate that the newest one, the most, you know, fancy and accessible to everyone in the whole world, rather than just Japan, is the one that's not doing a very good job. So yeah, the point of this video is that I just kind of wanted to voice my opinion there. Sorry, I'm a little bit ill at the moment, and I forgot to mention that. I'm just a little bit stuffy and a little bit coughy, but... So yeah, that's all I really wanted to do is voice my opinion there and open it so that you guys could tell me what you think and what you like and what you don't like. And remember, I asked specifically, please try to be nice, try to be civil, try to be, you know, humans. Don't get mad at other people. Just talk. I truly believe that's possible. You don't have to be immature. We can be responsible about this and how unfortunate it is. But the hard fact is, even for those of you who are diehard about Sailor Moon Crystal, and I watch it every time it premieres, right in the morning too, because I'm excited, because it's new content, so of course I want to see it. But the hard fact is that the view numbers have dropped immensely. I saw the post on Tumblr about how there was over 1 million views for the first episode, and now there's not even 100,000 for each episode as they premiere, you know? So, that's just the truth of it. So if we'll get past the Black Moon arc, I don't know, that might be up in the air now unless more people watch it, but more people aren't going to watch it if they don't start fixing some of the things that are wrong with it, you know? And, so, yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and, you know, talk about this below, and maybe even tell me what other kind of videos you'd like to see in the future, either here or on my Tumblr, my Sailor Moon Tumblr, exosailormars.tumblr.com, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!